Hello, today we're speaking with Destry Allyn Spielberg about her incredible directorial debut. So first I wanted to rewind a bit and go into childhood and some of your creative roots, like things that you loved that sparked creativity for you. It could be film, movies, anything.
Yeah, I was a horse girl growing up. I lived on a kind of a farm. We had horses and lots of dogs and chickens, and I would say just the outdoors sparked creativity. I painted a lot,
Cool.
played outside with my friends. I didn't grow up with social media. That came later, so we had to go outside for fun.
Use your imagination.
Yes.
And you mentioned horses, and I think it's fascinating because I read that you were in equestrian, training for the Olympics. So things pivoted to the creative realm, and the discipline to be like an athlete is something else. Do you find that you bring some of that to your creative work?
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm glad that I grew up as an athlete because it taught me how to take direction. It also taught me how to give direction. I'm a visual person, so on top of getting direction on a horse, it was a lot of listening, and then teaching my nieces how to ride was, I found it easier for me even to give direction with more movement in my body, a little bit more visual. So yeah, I definitely use that discipline in my work.
That's so interesting. And I know previously you tried, writing, acting. So how did you know directing was the next thing to try out?
I was going out for auditions for acting, and I wasn't booking anything, and so my friend and I wrote a short film, and we made it, and didn't have a lot of money to make it, so I directed it because we couldn't afford a director.
But how was that experience?
Oh, amazing!
Directing for that first.
It was definitely spiritual because I stepped on set and kind of like immediately felt in my element, even though it wasn't really a career idea for my future. I definitely felt like I had instincts that I didn't realize I had, and I grew up making movies with friends for fun, so I think I definitely it was exhilarating. It was a passion I didn't realize I had, and I was really soul searching for a passion after ending my writing career, and I think that was like a really big moment for me where I realized I don't actually really want to be in front of the camera. I want to be behind it.
And I think it's beautiful you mentioned how it felt like spiritual as well. And I read some influences. You like The Shining.
Yes.
In Spirited Away.
Yes.
So has that inspired anything within your films? Have you taken anything from those inspirations and applied it towards your own filmmaking?
I think I've tried to take feelings that you feel after watching those movies and sort of how specific elements or scenes made you feel. I wouldn't necessarily say that I try to take or replicate specific shots. You learn a lot from filmmakers, you learn from watching movies, but I think that I learn more from how I feel after watching a movie. And I always want to figure out how can I recreate that feeling with my own take.
And then that brings me to your feature debut. What drew you to the project? How did you connect with this team for Do Not Feed the Children, which I watched and I really enjoyed?
Oh, thank you.
I
I got the script and I kind of put it aside because I was told sort of what it was about, and it wasn't really something I wanted to do. And I was searching for my first feature film, and nothing really clicked. And finally, I read that one last, and it clicked, and it was just a moment of instinctual, this feels right for my first one. It was both challenging and different, and that's how I met everybody involved.
And you made it in 18 days.
Yeah.
So, is there anything within that process of like shooting in 18 days that surprised you that you didn't think would end up in the film?
Yes, I think one of the toughest things about having a really short shoot schedule is when you're in the editing room, you realize that the scene actually doesn't work and you're going to cut it. and then all you think back to is, oh, we could have had that entire day for something else. But you know, you can't Monday quarterback that. So I would say that searching for accidental rolling shots, I used some of those to create scenes, and just reorganizing sort of the placement of where the scenes were in the script, just to make things work a little better. Yeah.
And lots of like fresh faces too.
Yes.
How was it working with this, you know, like new talent?
Great.
How was that?
I love working with new talent. I think it brings me joy that they're so excited to finally be doing something that they love in a very elevated setting. And you know, we're all new to this, and I think that I relate to them as well. Like, this is my first feature, and I think it's nice working with people who are also new to that world. You get to sort of create an environment that's creative and create a just like a future together. It's an exciting moment for everybody, and I think being able to share that with them was really nice.
And so then how did it feel for you afterwards? After you shoot, after you edit, it all comes together, right? And then you're viewing this creation, your first feature film. Like, how did it feel for you personally when you watched it?
Yeah, I mean, well, I've watched it so many times because you were in the editing room, and so I think I've seen a million versions of it.
Well, that final version.
Well, the final version, yeah. I mean, I would definitely say that I was numb to it at first. I think it wasn't until we went to ISSUE Film Festival that I really felt like the excitement around it and how the audience would react. And I mean, that's why I really believe that movies do better in theaters, because you get that experience with everybody around you. You know, with this one, it's streaming, so I do hope that when people watch it, they'll watch it with friends, so they can also get that experience.
Yeah, and your next film, of course, focused on this one, but is your next one going to be like a murder mystery?
Yeah, it's a whoddunit murder mystery.
What draws you to this darkness?
I know, right? I have a dark mind. I don't know. I think because it's one of those feelings, like horror, sort of darker ideas. I think it's an emotion that is hard to tap into in in your day-to-day life, and I think that I find it fascinating. A lot of like dark emotions and dark ideas come from very deranged human psychology, and I think that just interests me a lot. So hopefully it won't drive me stir crazy because but I love anything dark, and also you get to play with different sort of elements within it. I think when a movie takes a really disturbing turn, you have to figure out how to work with each actor, the build up, maybe tricking the audience, making it seem like it's actually not going to go the direction they think. I guess I enjoy playing with minds, if that makes sense.
And there's so much in terms of like even the darker elements, the complexities, the layers. And you've already done that well, with your present project. And so finally, where do you want to take your creative outlook next? Like what are you excited for? What do you want to do creatively upcoming?
I mean, I definitely want to try comedy, but dark comedy, because I need to add that element. I can't help myself. But I love comedies. I think that we're missing that Bridesmaids comedy that hasn't. Someone needs to write a good comedy for once. It's been a while. So maybe that'll be me, but I don't know. Yeah, I want to try everything, except for rom-com.
Yeah, we don't need that.
I don't like rom-com.
We need some dark humor.
Rom-com it's like it's too repetitive.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, and I hope many people will watch this film.
Thank you. I hope so too.
I'll tell everyone to watch it.
Thank you. I will too.